Hi, students. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the week 1 Exploring Your Wikipedia Stub article assignment. As you know, there are many tools and supports and resources that you will need to use for this assignment. The instructions are very explicit and detailed, but for those of us who are visual learners, I think a high-level walkthrough overview can be helpful as well. So let's go ahead and do that for a little bit. You're first going to want to read through everything in the prepare section, which is very important. The things that are highlighted in blue are obviously links to resources that you'll need to first review. You'll reflect or think about each week how the written assignments are basically building the foundation, or they're like pieces of a puzzle that will set the foundation for your final project. So in this first week, we're going to, you all are going to identify one Wikipedia Stub article that you want to expand on. You're going to determine what information that you'll need to expand the article. You'll identify keywords that will help in your information search. And keep in mind that a stub article is an article that Wikipedia considers too short and doesn't provide detailed coverage of a subject or topic. So obviously things need to be added to it, which is what part of our process is going to be as you complete the assignments. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first thing, which is to review the week 5 Wikipedia Stub article expansion final project. So again, you are going to want to watch the video, right? This video really, it's short, it's less than 3 minutes, and it does give you a high-level overview. Understanding what the final project is gives you insight into how and why you're completing the other assignments earlier in the course. So make sure that you do this first. Also note that you will be submitting your final project to Folio. So you will need to set up an account for that. And there are resources here that will show you how to do that as well. So it's really, really important that you make sure that your Folio link is set to public so that we can see it. Now, you are also going to want to really pay close attention to the week 1 model assignment. So this is an example, an exemplar. Obviously, you're not going to be cutting and pasting from this, but it gives you an idea of what you're looking for and where it's going to go on the template that's required for the week 1 assignment. So make sure you read these items in red that also give you tips and tricks to successfully complete the assignment as well. Sorry, let me go back. So as you begin this process, you're going to want to first download the assignment template, right? So this is the actual assignment template that you will be downloading. You will save that downloaded template to your computer. You will fill in all of this information, right? You will save the completed template with a new file name, and that is what you will upload to Waypoint for grading. Okay, so make sure that you're paying close attention to this and filling it out completely, and make sure that you're providing the level of detail needed as well. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to choose one of the items from the list of Wikipedia Stub articles that's been provided. Okay, so B.B. King Museum, board games, Board of Education, chocolate brownie, day school, management, net worth. These are the choices for you, right? When you're thinking about what you're going to do for subtopics, these are some examples of what some subtopics would be for those particular items. Okay. And then we've also provided sample keywords, right? So let's just say, in this case, we're going to do management, right? So we click on management, and it literally takes us directly to the Wikipedia Stub article, right? So you're first going to read through this and find out, okay, what's here and what's missing? What might somebody else might want to know about? Okay, so management versus leadership, right? Are they the same or different? Managing virtual teams or work from home, right? How is that going to work? Maybe somebody would be interested in knowing about that. So then we would want to, if those are the questions that we're going to pick for our subtopics, right? Maybe I want to use these sample keywords, management and leadership, right? So I'll go in here and I'll look and say, yep, management and leadership isn't discussed in here, and that is a topic that I want to do. So let me go ahead and research that. So I'm going to go back to the classroom. I'm going to click on the actual library, right? Click on library. And we're going to be using both scholarly and non-scholarly sources, but let's just say in this particular example, I want to look for scholarly or peer-reviewed sources. So I make sure that I click that scholarly or peer-reviewed button. Peer-reviewed means that it is a work that has been done with an empirical study, so evidence, it's been reviewed, and that evidence has been evaluated by experts in the field. So it's a good quality academic source. So that's what scholarly and peer-reviewed means. They tend to be more formal, but for some research, it's certainly needed. So let me type in the keywords that we looked at. And remember, there's also a video and instructions for how to develop keywords. So you'll be reviewing that as well. So once you have your keywords, you type them into the search box and then you click on search. And it's going to bring up many different sources for you to explore and to look at. So an academic journal, those are certainly most likely going to be scholarly academic sources. You don't necessarily want to just click on the first one that pops up because it may or may not be the best one. But if we're looking for, specific things, so maybe you want to know about environmental technologies. So you'll click on that. You'll read through the article, and if the article does align with what you wanted to actually talk about in your expansion, then you could certainly use this to support your ideas. If using this, pay attention to the cite tool, which is over here on the right-hand side. It is not always 100% accurate, but it's a really good foundation. But I strongly encourage you, when clicking on the cite button for the citation, you are looking for APA 7th edition, which is right here. It gives you the citation, and you'll want to double check that with the resource that's provided in the class. Another thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to save the resources that you use, because if you come back and you haven't downloaded it onto your computer, you'll lose it. So that's just another tip for you. Let me go back to the actual assignment. So once you've chosen your stub article, so you're doing one stub article, You're telling me what the name or the title of the stub article is, right? Which is right there when you clicked on it. The name of it is right in here. Then you're going to explain, right, and explain in detail what interests you about the stub article, right? Why did you choose management? Why did you choose chocolate brownie? Why did you choose, whatever, on the list provided? You're going to share 2 subtopics that you want to explore. So thinking about what would somebody else want to know in this stub article, right? What topic do I want to expand on? So you're going to explain why you chose those subtopics, right? So again, give me some detail, explain why. State at least 2 specific questions that you want to answer about your stub article, and share what information you may need to find the answer to each question, right? And you're going to identify at least 3 keywords that you will use to find the information that you need, okay? So all of that, again, is all detailed here. It's step by step. This tells you what you need to do for the assignment and where you need to put it, and just make sure that you include the level of detail needed as you complete this. Once you complete it, you save it on your computer with a new file name, as I said, and then you'll upload it to Waypoint. So that is the overall nitty-gritty of the week 1 exploring your Wikipedia stub article assignment. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Just zip me an email and let me know, obviously, in advance of the due date. So you will need to start early to make sure that you have the time needed to do the research and to really think about your Wikipedia stub article and your subtopics and your questions that you want to answer. So long story short, don't wait until Monday, which is the final due date for the week 1 assignment. You'll want to start early. And if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to me. I'm here. I'm happy to help. Have fun with it. It's interesting. All the best.